Mic check. Drop whole mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and
under
the
their
sound of the
chin.
fly around 6060 cycle.
So that way people can hear you, but still like see your face and shit.
Is this
yeah.
good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're chilling. You're tall as fuck. Bro.
Yeah, that's what
I was like, I gotta make sure I get you in the frame.
Yeah, I don't want to pull too hard and fuck around and just break this thing.
Yeah, no,
I'll
you're
just leave
good.
it. All right,
you're
that's
fine.
cool.
You're fine. They don't break too easy unless you like take this part's like a little like if you like take this off, it's like I did that and I was like, oh, there's a lot of parts under there. Let me put that
100%. Yeah. What is this? A
Like, I
Shure
do
brand? Is this a Shure brand?
Gator Frameworks.
Gator Frameworks. Okay, no, the mic is Shure.
Oh, the mic is Shure.
the
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
So you order it separately, and I went on. There's this website that has all of the older equipment. I would assume Joe Rogan used to use, like a whole list. And I pretty much went on eBay and found like the cheapest to like use. Like that's why that one's fucked up because I'm like I ain't trying to spend like 10 grand on this shit. Like let me like get as cheap as I can go.
No, I feel you. No, this is a great setup.
Thanks.
I like this a lot.
I'm like let me make it as professional as I can, so that way it's not like.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, like, not that it doesn't have to be professional, but I feel like if I start that way, it's just gonna
Only way
get
is up.
better. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. It's not gonna get, can't get worse now.
No.
I mean, it could. I could start doing heroin.
Start doing heroin? Hey, if you did that live on a podcast, that was pretty fire.
Oh my God.
It's like, I have no guests this week. Y'all want to watch me do heroin? Like, hell yeah. What? I'll click the fuck out of that.
Did you ever watch videos of people doing drugs?
Nah, I saw it in real time.
No, okay.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Okay, is there one that like sticks out in your mind that you could talk about?
I live in DeLand, and at the neighborhood there's the Walmart Supercenter, and then there's a neighborhood Walmart. I stopped going to the neighborhood Walmart because motherfuckers be nodding out in front of the goddamn carts and shit. So I'd be like, I ain't go. So there was one guy that was just like nodding out in front of a cart, but I was like, yo, can I just like get behind you, my guy? And this dude was like sleeping, my boy. He was gone. I was like, if I could just get around this dude, I'll be straight. And then I think he was the manager, one of the people that worked there.
You work there?
And they're like, no. I don't know, because he had a tag and shit. I was like, it was like gold, and the other ones were like silver. So I was like, I think he like a manager or something. So I was just like, man, I'll just go somewhere else.
That's crazy.
And then there was like 3 of them at a roundabout. Like they would just stay at the roundabout. Like,
sounds like an apocalypse.
It was like some Walking Dead type shit, bro. I would be like, yo, I'm yielding to these crackheads pretty much. So I'm like, I'm not going this way no more, dog. So I just go to the Supercenter now.
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever been to DeLand. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a charming
Walmarts
town.
are crazy everywhere, so.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what it is. It's like after 9, Walmart turns into like some like Van Helsing shit. Like all types of characters start to come out.
Yeah.
People on meth go in there. They're nothing in their carts. They're just moving fast as fuck around with carts. It's like turns into Frogger almost. Just trying to get some chicken fingers in this bitch, you know? It's annoying. Yeah.
No, it's crazy. I remember going when I was younger because, you know, you'd sneak out late, go hang out with your friends, whatever. We'd go to Walmart. Like, why the fuck Walmart? You know, I grew up in Melbourne. So there's nothing.
See, that's
better
why.
to do.
When you grew up in Melbourne, like I was in before I moved up to like DeLand, Central Florida, I was in Southwest Florida, Port Charlotte. Walmart was the spot where people would kick it at.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else to do. It's a retirement. Port Charlotte is the #1 retirement town. At one year it was. So people would just go kick it over there. Yeah. So when I'll go grocery shopping, I'll see like teenagers just hanging out. So I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Ain't no movie theater. Ain't no clubs around here. They're like, nah, bro, this is the spot.
No, it's true because all we had no Vieira. Wasn't there when I was a kid. We didn't get Vieira until I was like late middle school, like early high school. So when I was younger, I'd like, you know, go out with my friends, whatever. We'd walk around the town. We had the Melbourne Mall. But, you know,
yeah,
we hang out there. But I was like, we're like 12 years old trying to find boys. We're like, here we go. Let's go find these boys. Meanwhile, we're at Hot Topic finding pedophiles.
Oh, that's tough.
Not a good
pedophile
idea.
at Hot Topic? Yo, that dude, level 1 pedophile,
Yes,
bro. What you doing at Hot
that's what
Topic,
I'm
bro?
saying. They're the easiest ones to get the girls because they're like, yeah, we work here. We sell the lingerie to the children.
That's true. They always have like, there was a point in time where Hot Topic had like, and now I think it's primarily women that work there. But there was a point in time where there was like regular dudes working in there, and it was mad uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah.
I had a teacher. He would work part time.
That's crazy.
And yeah, and I would see this dude. He'd be like, "Hey, Chris." I'm like 13. I'm like, what, Mr. Dawson?
He's
what
got,
are you doing
like,
at Hot
nipple rings.
Yeah, shirt says "I eat pussy for breakfast." Some weird shit. I'm like, this is my algebra teacher. Yeah, he was a cool guy though.
Yeah. And then Spencer's too.
Spencer's is that still around?
Yeah, Spencer's is still around. Last time I went to the mall was maybe like 6 months ago because every once in a while I'll pop into the Merritt Island one.
Yeah.
And they have it there still.
Oh,
I was surprised to see. Every time I see it, it's like a flashback to like being a kid. I'm like, man, we used to go. I stole a middle finger magnet from there when I was like
stole
13.
a middle finger?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I put it in my jacket pocket and I just walked right out and I slapped it on my first car.
You're like, hell yeah, got him.
Yeah.
Middle finger magnet.
Yeah.
Malls get old quick though. See, when you with your friends, it's different, but you can only window shop so long before you're like, I can't afford nothing. It's just making me sad at this point. I'm gonna leave and just
It's true.
stay at home. But yeah, we would go to the mall on the weekends. There would be like a Buffalo Wild Wings connected to it. So we'd go in there and mob in. It'd be like me and like 8 Mexicans just sitting there eating wings, bro. And we just bullshit about nothing, and then maybe catch a new Fast and Furious that came out.
Was one of the Mexicans' names Hector?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Not surprised.
No, yeah. Hector is always Hector, Angel, Jose.
Yeah.
So like those are the 3
Yeah.
names they stuck with. They're like, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
those are
what
fun
happened.
times.
What happened to Mexicans' names where there's only a few? I've never really seen anything broad.
They kind of stuck. I don't know.
Maybe it's a familial recognition. Like they're always naming each other after their grandparents. I feel like people used to do that a lot more back in the day.
Yeah, that's a lost art now.
Yeah.
Especially now, we're kind of like, yo, Grandpa was a piece of shit. We're gonna name you something else.
Yeah,
If
we
can't
want
do
you
that.
to be trans. We can't name you John.
We can't name you George. Be a trans George? That's weird.
Yeah, I
dog.
know.
Your name is Tiffany.
Then you gotta change your name. It's a whole thing. You gotta pay money to do it. That's crazy.
Yeah. How much is it to change a name?
I don't know. I think like $250.
You gotta pay $250. That's how much it costs.
Oh no, I looked into it when I was in 6th grade because I got bullied for being called Alex.
Are you serious? Alex is such a normal name.
I know, they were like, "You're a dude," and I'm like, "Stop it!" And they really convinced me so much that I almost thought I was a dude.
Wow, kids are scum. Damn, they bullied you that much. You were like, I need to change my name. You're still
I
the
was
same
like-
person.
I started using a different bathroom, and they're like, "Alex, what are you doing?" I was the first trans, and nobody knew it.
First trans.
First trans
You got
kid.
bullied into transgenderism, bro.
I did. Oh.
That's
No.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah, malls are cool. I don't know. Where did you go? You went to school in DeLand? Or no, South
hell
Florida?
no.
No,
Hell,
where'd
don't
you go to
spread that
school?
rumor, dog.
Where'd you go to school?
No, I was in. I'm raised in Los Angeles.
Oh,
so I
shit.
went to
Okay,
school
yeah,
out
yeah.
there, and it was cool. It was like it was diverse. You know, a lot of Hispanic, Black. A couple race wars broke out, but it was fine. Yeah, Armenian, Persian. We had like Polynesian, like Samoan, Tongan type. Like I had like a lot of like wide variety of people I was
Y'all
around.
by the islands and shit. Like
Yeah, a lot of
Hawaii
Pacific
and-
Islander type
Yeah, yeah.
vibes over there. But I think about school during that time, and I can't imagine being in an area where it was only like one group at that school. You know?
Really?
Because like during that period, looking back now, I'm like, man, I got introduced to all these different cultures just being around them in school. And now I'm just like, when I meet somebody that's like in a town where it's primarily one demographic, I'm like, wow, you're kind of missing out.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't know. You really don't know. You really don't know a culture into like only through like TikTok now, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't think that's good.
Dude, white kids at private schools are scared when they leave their house.
Oh,
this
bro,
is
they're
why
scared to
autism is a
death.
thing.
Oh my God. I remember I was standing in line somewhere and this guy was like, why isn't he doing the Dougie? I was like, what?
What?
I'm just buying some shit. What? I'm buying
He's like,
chitlins.
I thought this was a Big Sean video. What's going on?
It's not rapping or nothing. What?
That's crazy. It is true though. When you don't grow up, you don't know any better. You don't know outside of what
you don't know any better.
It's your parents' fault.
Yeah, they put you there.
They
You're like,
put you
I'm
there.
here. So
Yeah,
they're doing what's best for them or us at
Yeah.
that time. But
or whoever. It's probably not good for anybody.
not at all. So you went to school out here, and so you've been in Melbourne your whole life?
Mine, pretty much. I was born in Jacksonville, and then my parents went to the Keys for 4 years because my dad was working with a friend down there, and then came here when I was like 4 years old. Been here ever since.
You plan on staying here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I might leave or we might leave maybe like the county at some point, but I don't see myself really leaving Central Florida.
Okay.
I feel like when you have the ability to like travel and shit, you don't really if you're I'm comfortable here. I like it.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good that you know that now.
Yeah.
You're like this is where I'm gonna be at.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I came to Florida in 2019. See, before I moved out here in 2019, I would come to Florida in the summertime because my dad was down here. And so now that I moved up here, I'm kind of like, I like it a lot, but then because of comedy, I'm like, I don't know if I want to stay here. If I want to get to where I want to be, I don't know if I could do it here. Or maybe I could. I just got to work a little harder and try to put clips out and all that. But that's some whole other energy I need to tap into to do all that. But it's still up in the air. But I do like where I'm at now. I do like Central Florida a lot. I think the people are cool. I like the vibe. Until I get on the I-4, holy shit, I want to kill everybody in this bitch. But other than that, I do like where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good here. And like, that's the thing is it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Because like everybody kind of has their like path on comedy and shit. And I kind of like view mine as like, yeah, I can chill here. I can do my podcast. I can travel as needed and just work as hard as I can here, just building my shit up. But you're on a different level, obviously. So like your next step, it's up to you. I mean,
yeah, just figuring
whatever
out.
you think is best. Yeah. Would you want to like have you envisioned the idea of moving to like a major city like New York City, Austin, LA, or wherever, Chicago, or somewhere to do comedy that you feel is like better?
I want primarily New York, but the housing market is
retarded.
It's not for me. It's just not for me. I look at the prices. I'm like, I don't even know how I'm gonna get this money legally. Like, I don't know, just to live there. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about that. And then I went to Austin for a week. I like Austin a lot. Will that be the spot I end up moving to? I don't know. I feel like Austin is dope, but I don't want to feel like I'm on like a subway train in goddamn Tokyo where it's just like just comics bunched in everywhere, and I really gotta like. But I like where I'm at now. I think about Atlanta though. I do think about Atlanta. That could be a spot. But yeah, like New York, Atlanta, Austin, I kind of think about those three places. But who knows? If I end up doing okay here, I build something online, I could just be out here in Florida and doing okay, and then just venture out and hit the road and let this be my home base. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm still trying to figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
we're both young in this game. We're still like just learning as we go.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
that's
that's
where
the
I'm
thing
at.
is I could be so confident now and not moving, and who knows, me and my husband could be across the country, 5 years from now.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, you don't know- who knows
really,
what's
you don't
gonna
really
happen.
ever know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I'm just like a very like I'm a weird person where I plan like really far, like almost to my death kind of thing. I don't know why I do that.
It's not weird. That's considered smart. That's actually considered smart. Now, if you're thinking about up until the casket, all right, okay, that's okay. But
I mean, sometimes I think about like how they'll cross my arms in there, but
it got you in there like this and
yeah,
shit.
like don't
Got me in
need
the
to look
Thriller
like a
pose. The
T-Rex.
fuck is this? Let's make them look cool.
yeah. I don't know. Just like at least put something in there. I don't know. But I feel like it's also not good to live that way where you're planning out every instance, because like if something doesn't go that way, you can't be like disappointed. You just have to know it's going that way for a reason.
Yeah.
But I think I also am able to keep, like, do you have that mindset when you're thinking about stuff like that? Do you like kind of go with the flow, like kind of take things as they come, or?
Yeah, I try to balance it out. Go with the flow at times, but also have a trajectory that you could see and have a goal. especially because there was a point in time where I wasn't doing like anything. I was just sitting down at the crib, smoking, watching dumb shit on TV, and just ordering, calzones and cheesecakes and just sitting there like, yo, I'm killing it. Like I'm not doing anything.
This is the life.
And, yeah. And so then once I moved out of my parents' house, got a job where I could afford to actually drive to Mike's. Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, I want to grind. And so I'm only going to work and do stand up. And so ever since then, I just haven't really, like, I don't do this often. Just sitting like this, I don't do this often. Like, I'm like, oh shit, this is a couch. Like, this feels great. So like just being in that mindset of just keep moving and just see what happens, just planning as I go. Yeah. But I do want to sit down one of these days and be like, okay, what do I really want out of this whole comedy thing? Yeah. Because now I'm just kind of like focusing on just jokes at a time and building a set list. And then wherever I get up, I get up. Yeah. So I'm still trying to learn the game that way. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. Because when you said like not sitting on the couch, I literally have not sat on my living room couch besides like this one, obviously.
Yeah, this feels great. As I'm talking to you, I'm like, this feels amazing. Yeah. Oh my, I haven't sat on the couch since I think I moved out.
Because when you're just like you're go all the time, it's like you have a goal, you have things you have to get done. Like if you're and when you're sitting on the couch, you're like, no, this is not comfortable. Like, it's not comfortable at that point because you're like, shit, I got shit to do. Yeah. Like, now you're comfortable because we're getting this done.
Yeah, we're getting this done.
But you be like, I can get the fuck out.
Yeah, at some point, my body's going to be like, all right, man, we got to go. Your body's like, you're a loser. I'm like, God, I got to get up. I got to go.
I was thinking about that the other day, and I almost wonder that, like, so many people are depressed because, like, they don't have their thing. Like, they don't have a thing that they're getting up and working towards every day. They're just like either going to like a corporate job, going home and just like having the typical like family life that, they project onto, our society. I feel like that's a big factor.
It is. And it's crazy when you meet someone like this because I know people I work with now where coworkers will be constantly complaining about just dumb shit. Just little petty things, and I'm like, I realize, this person doesn't have they have a void that they can't fill. They don't have a purpose really. They don't have a goal, so they're constantly looking for these little petty things to complain about. Whereas, and I see myself in them because I was like that at one point, and then once I found something, all that stuff kind of just went away organically. I didn't read like a self-help book or something. Went on some faggy YouTube channel. I said that. I didn't mean to. I don't
no, cut that. Great, dude. I'm just saying, like, I'm all for
it. Just like looking up, watching weird videos and looking for some alpha guy to tell me what to do and get my life. I don't need that. I just needed like a goal that I can go after, and then I'll sum up the hustle within myself to try to go get it. But it's strange when I see people, they just like no purpose at all. And they're just like, they just fall into this weird mentality of like, I got to complain about everything. Everything's a problem. I can only, I'm only giving attention to people that are just as miserable as I am. It's like, come on, dog. And by the time you 30, 35, 40, you got a family, you got kids, and you ain't never been able to change that mindset. Now you just breeding a whole other generation of kids that think just like y'all.
And then you end up getting divorced, and your life ends up being hell. And nobody likes that.
Yeah, and I don't have it all figured out. I'm still, struggling with certain things and trying to figure it out. But I don't let it get to me.
Yeah, of course.
Not at all. Like it's iron in here, bro. It's straight up vibranium in here. It's not going to get to me like that.
No, it's funny you say that because I had the exact same experience when I started comedy. Because before, I was a naggy bitch. Like, I always wanted my husband's attention 24/7. People don't realize, like, the shit you see in TV and movies ain't real life. When you're with somebody for 10 years, you can't be with them 24/7. You have to have your own shit. Yeah. You have to have your own shit. And if you don't have your own shit, you're going to hate each other. Yeah. And I was in a point where I was like, I was looking up, because I was so depressed, I was looking up, like, YouTube, like all the shit you're saying. Yeah. And as soon as I found comedy, like you said, it was just like, just everything else did not matter besides my husband and my comedy.
Yeah.
And as long as those two things are good, I could give a fuck. Obviously, I need to make money to support my house.
Exactly. You don't want to give a fuck to that extent. You're on the street like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, what? You sleep on concrete.
Yeah, we're doing heroin now. Okay?
We're doing crack. We are crackheads now.
We are pretending to do podcasts in the street. No, but like, it's like once you get, like you're saying, I went through the same shit, so I totally get that. Yeah. And it's nice. It feels good because I'm happy as fuck. And like, I want more people to have that.
Yeah, because I mean, think about it. Think about how satisfied you are now. I am now. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning.
I know.
And I just see it as things can only get better. Because I'm gonna make it better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna allow someone else to dictate that. I don't need these motherfuckers trying to. I don't need somebody sweet talking me. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, things will get better. Just follow my lead. I could take you to the promised land. Like, come on, Doug. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'll figure it out myself. Exactly. Now, Jesus came down.
I'm a grown ass man.
Jesus, like, yo, come to heaven. I'm a grown ass man. Jesus, I will beat your ass up there on that cross. What you doing up there,
you
dog?
better chill. He's right behind you.
Oh shit, man! What if you just force choke my ass from just like
Yeah. Every time I think about that, I think of like Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
He's like, smite me, almighty smiter. And he's just like, I'm the fucking man now. What was your, did you have like, you obviously probably had like stand-up influence when you were younger and stuff like that, or like just comedic influence from like movies or anything like that?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I watched, let's see, I watched stand-up specials when I was younger, like the average person would. It was just whoever was famous at the time. And then, like, I remember when like a Kevin Hart special came out, like his first Comedy Central one. We watched that. Like, here's the thing about specials now. You watch a special now. I've seen some great specials, but because of the time we're in, these specials don't really affect, like, they're not in the zeitgeist like that. Whereas I would watch like a Kevin Hart special. It'll come out like Friday. That Monday at school, everybody was doing Kevin Hart.
And talking about it. Yeah.
Everybody was doing it. Or like Chappelle show would come on. The next week, we all doing this shit in class. I want some. We all doing that, and I feel like now people don't really do that because there's so much content. But like Chappelle, like Cat Williams was great. Who else I like? Eddie Murphy. I think Eddie Murphy might be just comedy, stand up movies. Like I think Eddie Murphy is like my guy. Family Guy, South Park. Like, I just loved comedies growing up. I remember my mom, she got me like you heard of In Living Color?
Yeah.
It was a sketch show. She got me like some of those DVDs. I would watch some of those. That was always fun. Seth Rogen movies.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen films. Remember when
Pineapple
Seth
Express.
Exactly. Bro, him and who's the other homeboy?
I know his face, but not James Franco, because he did a different movie with him, a newer one.
That's like that group.
Zach Galifianakis, not Zach.
Jonah Hill.
Or Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, like
they all look the same.
Judd, yeah, I know, right? It's just hey, the Jewish guys.
I know.
Judd Apatow films. Like there was an era that they had that influenced and Will Ferrell and all them, and like they just influenced like a whole generation of people.
Yeah, like Step Brothers too, and like shit like that when those movies started coming out. Yeah.
So it's like we're like their offspring, and then from our generation, somebody's gonna influence the next ones after us.
You know, I talk to people about that a lot because you see the whole fan thing. Right? Where you're a fan of comedy. When you get into comedy, you want to meet these people that you've been fans of your entire life. And the way I've been seeing it lately, because I think about these things on a very like out there level. Like when I'm sitting outside on my couch, maybe or maybe not smoking a little bit too much weed, I think about these things as if they're already happening. Like these things are already in the works. And I think about it and I'm just like, yeah, okay. So like personally, right now, like I watch like, Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, like that whole group I enjoy. It'd be great to meet them. Cool. But when you think about comedy, like you're saying, like we're the next generation to take that place. Yeah. It's not like, you might end up in those circles some way, somehow, but like it's the purpose of being the next guy. Is like we're gonna be the next guys that are like you're saying, influencing the next generation. And I feel, I'm not saying I'm like the only. There's other people that think on that level, but like I do see a lot of that. Like I just want to get in the room with that guy. When I'm in the room with that guy, I've made it, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna be the next guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how I think about it.
No, that's great. That's great. That's great.
Do you think about it like that?
I think of it as like, let me see. My brain doesn't go towards like, I'm going to be the next guy. It's hard for me because I know myself. I'm too self-aware of myself. I don't know if I'm going to be like the leading man of a generation of comics. I don't
not like that. Not like that.
No, I'm not saying like that, but I get
know
what you mean.
yeah.
I'm just saying like that. I just kind of like, if I could just be like adjacent to that, like in the zeitgeist, like, because in every area of comedy, yeah, there's one guy that's the face that's selling all the arenas, but there's always like another crop of guys right under him that they tour and they got some clout, they got a fan base, they could eat off of that, and people kind of know them. You know, they may not be on the level of the guy that's selling out the arenas, but people see him and they're like, oh yeah, I know that guy. He's a funny guy. You know, he sells tickets. I want to move the needle. I want to sell tickets at some point. And I'm trying to get into that mindset now. And but a part of me, I'm always conflicting with that because it's like, should I think of that now?
It's so hard.
Or should I just keep focusing on the jokes? You know what I'm saying? It's a conflicting thing, but it works for people. There's people that's been doing it less than both of us. Well, you've been doing it for like a year now, right?
A year, just over a year.
Around the time you've been doing it, and maybe a year more. And they're doing okay. They got a fan base. They know a little stand up, and they get by enough because they sell enough tickets through their TikTok videos, and they get on stage, they do their thing, they get laughs, and they could keep touring. They're decent. Some people hate on people like that, but there's other ones that are actually doing okay, and they're progressing. So I just wonder what's going to be next, and how I can get to that point where I could just build my own fan base and just get around and tour. I don't want to look at people with 401ks every weekend.
Same.
I didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up entertaining people with 401ks and arthritis and shit. Like, nah, like I might be smashing them now, but it's different, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's a different game. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit.
I still want to be myself though.
No. Yeah. See, that's the, I get that. You gotta find your own like individual path and shit. And that's there. A lot of people do talk shit on the TikTok thing, and I think it's a lot of people don't know who people are.
Yeah.
So they make judgments, which I get, and yeah, like as comedians, we judge like way harder than fans. We're like, you suck, you shouldn't be touring, which I get. But I can also get the perspective of the person that's like just starting out and like being elevated on a level that they're not necessarily ready for. Cause like when I think about those things, like what my next steps are, like I see this whole podcast thing as like an opportunity for my stand up. Because like how I'm doing, I'm trying to make this quick because I don't want to like, I want to talk more about you.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we're here now. That's fine.
Yeah, so like with the Alex and Friends thing, how I'm doing like the comedy showcase. Yeah. What I want to do.
Great room, by the way. I mean, interrupt. You have the best room. I think you got the best mic in town now.
Thank you. That's what everyone.
You're doing phenomenal with that.
I appreciate it.
Well, I was there last night. It was cool.
Thanks. Yeah. No, I'm sad that I didn't make it because I like literally ran over there after the drag show and I was like,
"You're on the drag show?"
Yeah.
Who won?
Preston.
Of course.
Of course.
Okay,
yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
Yeah, of course. All right,
yeah. But yeah, so with the showcase, it's attached to this in a way, like in the podcast in a way. So my idea is that like my stand up is going to take a long time for me. And I personally know that because I know how good I want to be. And I know it's going to take me a long fucking time to get there. So I'm like, shit, well, what am I going to do in the meantime? Because my personal goals, aside from how good I want to get at that stand up, is to own my own business, not work for a corporation, and have the freedom to do the things I want to do, like eventually have a kid and shit like that, you know? And to do that, I need money.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, I'm like, all right, so like if I can get my podcast to get up there over the certain, however, I don't even care how long it takes because I'm going to keep doing it regardless because I like it. But if it gets up there and I build a fan base, and this is why I'm like trying to connect it to what you're saying about somebody that kind of like was pushed out there like quicker. It'll give me the opportunity to like, you know, travel to places and perform stand up with killers.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, I could book people from these towns that I think are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And I ain't even got to headline the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do my 10 minutes that I'm confident with and work on new shit and try new shit. And yeah, they're going to probably laugh at anything, which is the worst. Which is why I'd probably do other clubs and shit to get better. But like, that's the thing is like, for the financial aspect of maintaining it so I can get better at my stand-up, I'm just like, that's the key for me. So that's why it's like when people look at these people and like the things that they're doing and the moves that they're making, if it makes someone react physically or like negatively in their mind, I think you need to, or not you specifically, but people need to not give a fuck and worry about what they're doing kind of thing. And like make yourself better. Like, dude, who cares if that person's successful? You don't think you can be because of that person? No, you just need to work hard.
Yeah, just work hard. And yeah, it's funny how you see people, they just get stuck. They get stuck in this weird rut of like a weird haterism type thing. And of course, we all judge people. We all judge. Everyone judges. It's hard not to. You need to judge.
We're human.
It's a safety mechanism. It's like it's in us to judge. But if someone else can have a good run, why can't you? Of course, I feel like if you put the work in and I'm not even going to say talent, because there's a lot of people with no talent that are doing just fine. And God bless them. That's great. But I think anybody could have an opportunity to do something now, because if you got access to internet, there you go.
Yeah.
I feel like you could.
That's opportunity right there.
Yeah, there's opportunity. It's like in your pocket right there. I feel like you could change your life with this device that we all have. At least most of us have. Some people walk around with a brick.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I don't know. But I feel like anybody can get it if your energy goes towards that, and you just stay away from focusing on other people they have no business paying attention to. But that sounds easy to say. But it's so hard.
It is hard.
It's so hard for people to do that.
Yeah, because I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah, we all can be guilty from time to time, you know?
Yeah,
sometimes
people,
you gotta get to that sociopathic level where you're just like, man, I don't give a fuck. Like what? Yeah, I feel like I'm getting to that point now. But I'm not a sociopath, but I'm just saying I'm kind of, something would happen and I'll see somebody and I'm just like, I just won't feel anything. So I'm just so focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah. But it's a good thing, because like that's the thing is I see other people get caught up in talking about other people constantly, and like somebody being on their mind constantly that ain't got nothing to do with them just because of jealousy. And I'm like, dude, just focus on yourself.
Yeah, just
like,
focus on,
It's not that hard.
It's not
at least
hard.
focus on yourself. Like, I get judging people can be hard, obviously, like we were saying, but like, it's really not that hard to like, just like, not have all of your energy and attention on other people 24/7.
Yeah.
Some people do that, and I'm just like, how do you live your life happily? You just don't.
Yeah, I would be miserable.
Oh my God.
I would be miserable just paying attention to everybody. I would hurt my neck looking at everybody, bro.
Dude, imagine that's what 16-year-old girls go through.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
That's all we do is pay attention to everybody. We're just
that's
like,
tough.
Is anybody looking at my one stomach roll?
Somebody's like, is that a stomach roll, Alex? What the fuck is this? Oh, gross. Yeah, you know what? From that perspective, I could see that.
Young girls go through that all the time.
Yeah, it's all mental.
We're all worried about like how we look. Like now, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
people have commented on my videos. They're like, makeup needs to be required on videos. I'm like, dude, you look at my fucking zit on my chin. I don't give a fuck. But I'm married too, so I ain't trying to impress nobody.
Yeah, that's a whole different warfare with girls like that. Teenage girls. Yeah, I remember they showed us a documentary in school of like teenage like girl bullying. They were comparing like female bullying to male bullying. The female bullying was like 20 minutes long, bro. The guy bullying was like 3 minutes. Hey, nerd, bitch, I'll fuck you up. And it was like quick like that. It was a fight, and then whatever happens, happens. With women, it's like some Jedi shit.
Yeah, they fight like giraffes.
Yeah. Their necks tangled up.
Yeah, no, they take forever.
Yeah, they take forever. Yeah, but it's like all like a weird mental game that I can't even fathom.
Yeah,
I can't even fathom.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm glad I'm older now because that
Yeah.
was rough.
Yeah.
Being a teenage girl sucks. I hope to God I don't have a girl when I have a kid because that shit would be horrible.
Oh,
I would
gosh.
lock that bitch in a kennel and never let her go.
It's dark out there. This is better. Trust me.
Yeah, it is. Oh gosh. Yeah, I hope I have a boy. God, could you imagine me with the daughter? Feel like that bitch would be dressed like a boy and be like, we can't tell the gender. I'm like, this is a non-homosexual household.
Yeah, your role is coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in my house.
Oh God. Yeah, so shit. You're from LA, so you have family up there?
You know, I don't even have. No, it was just me and mom's out there.
Okay, good. So no family burning right now.
No family burning. Nah, but they still gangbanging out there. I'll tell you that, bro. And they don't, bro. I was talking to somebody from out in LA, and I was like, "What's it like out there?" They're like, "Man, they still crip walking." Bro, there's the fires going on, and they still busting shots at each other. It don't matter. That's how deep the commitment is.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. The fire, like we right here, fire right there, and they're just like, "Yo, what up?" And
That's crazy.
They don't even care. Yeah, I'm hearing stories about that. But yeah, I hit some people up that are from out there, and yeah, they people getting lit up out there. They getting lit up. You know, shout out. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it, but
they getting lit up on purpose.
They get lit up on purpose. I saw a video. I remember there was like 2 gay dudes in a house with a dog, and the whole house was surrounded by fire, and they're like, "We're fine." I was like, "Y'all are dead as shit.
Don't
Y'all
open the
done."
window.
That was their
Just
last
don't.
post. If I look at that video now, it's gonna be hella RIP comments. I'm telling you. Oh, even the dog was like, "Yo, this is over." He didn't even bark, dog. You make a dog not bark? The dog was like, "We're done.
Yeah.
It's over." He was the most logical animal in that video.
That was a crazy ass video.
Crazy
I watched
video.
it, and they're like, I'm like, what? But what are you going to do? You just think God is going to surround your house with the force field?
I don't know if it's like a gay proof. I don't know what they got, bro. But it's over. They can't be around. They need to make that couple need to make a video like, "Yo, we good," or something.
They're gonna be in the next year's Netflix documentary about the LA fire.
LA fire. Oh my god, they both got 3rd-degree burns. The dog's the only one chilling, but they just both just gay as hell wearing
The
fucking
dog
crop
kicked
tops.
them out of the house to stop the fire.
Yeah, the fire stopped, but the dog just left us. So we don't know. The dog was like, "I'm out of here."
Oh god.
I was safer on the street than with y'all.
Yeah, I just went to see my grandpa. And he gets all, loaded up about the world because, like, he has the news on all the time.
Oh, the news will rile. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, he was talking to me about the fires and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I was like, you ever hear of the CIA? And he was like, oh no. I was like, never mind. Let's keep playing pool. You know what's crazy is I left and I said to my grandpa, I go, all right, love you. See you later. And he goes, love you, man. I'm like, what?
Even your grandpa was like,
this is not a woman. I'm married to a man.
I've been on this earth long enough. I know a woman when I see one. Alex, you ain't no woman. Now, hang in there, boy.
Oh, God. Imagine, like, I went from being bullied to children to being bullied by my grandfather.
Your grandfather's like, enough of this. I've been calling you a girl for long. I'm about to die. I ain't doing that no more.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
No,
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, the
hilarious.
fires are insane. I was watching. Are you a conspiracy theorist a little bit?
There was a point in time where I was deep, and then I got too paranoid.
Yeah.
Like, is my dad a lizard? Like,
Yeah. Oh shit.
I'll beat the fuck out. What? I'm just watching him sleep. Like,
Yeah.
Nah. But there was a point in time where I learned about like conspiracy theories in church. Actually, it was actually
Hold on, please
church.
tell me.
I went to church, and they would have like teen Bible study. Mm-hmm. So during the regular during the preacher set or whatever, I forgot what it's called. Now. He would have his set. He would do a set.
It's funny you forget.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called. He would have his sermon, right? It was sermon.
Yeah,
and the pastor we had was killing, bro. This dude would murder.
All pastors do. I've never seen
after
one
a while,
not.
they're like comics, bro. They got their material. They talk shit just like other comics. Like this nigga doing John 3:16. Everybody know John 3:16, But during his sermon, they had like a teenage Bible group. So they were like, all right, all the teenagers, they go in the other room with the assistant pastor. Nothing more sad than assistant pastor. It's like, did you not read the book? Like, I don't know. But he did all audio book. Just like, all right. So we're in the room with the assistant pastor, and we're just learning about the Bible. And then somebody in the group was like, "Hey, you ever heard of the Illuminati?" And then the dude, I'd never heard of it. Now, I never heard of it. I thought the pastor was going to be like, "What is that?" But he was like, "Oh, let me tell y'all something."
Stop it.
Started drawing triangles, bro. I was like, yo, what happened to Jesus? And then he just went down this, he started talking about elites and Michael Jackson. I was like, ah. And then this is the first time I'm hearing it. So I'm like 14 at the time.
Oh my God.
13, 14. And so I leave the room like, what just happened, bro? And so I go home and I'm on my laptop and I just went into this deep dive. From that point on, from like until like I was like 23, I was like eating that up. It's like, and it just made me paranoid and gave me just anxiety all the time.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking too much about stuff.
And you believe you're like full in it, like
because I'm a kid and my brain's still developing.
Yeah, so you think you're taking it as like the truth versus just like a
yeah.
I
don't understand the concept of a theory. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not factual.
It's theory.
It's a theory.
Yeah.
But my C level student brain is like, oh my God, what? Everybody gay with everybody what? Everybody killing babies for $10? Like just dumb stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Because then a part of my brain is gonna be like,
Okay,
even
I
what,
won't
like,
reactivate it.
yeah, I don't want to reactivate that. Like, because then it's gonna start coming out. If I'm bombing on stage, I might say something crazy because if I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't want that to enter my mind.
Yeah.
But I used to be into it. Are you into that? You still into it now?
Yeah.
I know people, and don't get me wrong. Something got to be true.
Yeah.
Something got to be true.
Yeah, but it's like if you envelop your mind in it too much, you become consumed in it, and you will start thinking that your dad's a lizard.
Yeah, like my dad is
like I had a point.
He's a Haitian lizard. I'm like, God damn it.
Before I started comedy, or it was probably like maybe like 4 years ago, I started thinking, I was like, man, they're putting cameras on the light posts. They're putting CCTVs on the light posts in our neighborhood.
Yeah, the whole birds are cameras conspiracies.
Yeah.
They sitting on the wire charging. I'm like, ah.
You know what's crazy though now is China does have they have them now. Like they showed a test, like a government testing of an electronic bird, and it looks so real. I'm like,
I'm not surprised.
That motherfucker spoke that shit into existence.
Oh yeah, it was
he said
true
it
the
was
whole
like
time.
a troll, and like now it's like real.
Yeah, and then you look back at old videos. You know, you look at the JFK assassination. When you watch it before, you're like, oh, that's the assassination. But then there's always somebody like, no, take a closer look. Fucking JFK with a Nintendo Switch and shit. You're like, oh shit, he playing Zelda before he got shot. It's been around since then.
He teleported time.
He teleported.
You ever seen the videos on YouTube of the time travelers?
Yeah. You seen the one
guy with the black hoodie and the glasses?
Which one's this one?
Oh wait, never mind. I'm thinking about the Unabomber. No, what did he look? It's been too long. We used to watch them when we were kids. When YouTube first came out and YouTube was getting real crazy.
YouTube was wild.
There was a bunch of YouTube time travelers.
You remember the one with the Tyson fight?
No.
The Tyson fight time traveler?
I don't remember.
There's a guy just holding, everyone's like in the crowd just like, yeah, my kick is that. And you see one guy with like an iPhone 6.
Oh wait, yeah. I saw that one.
That was crazy. And he's the only one in there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, no way.
So, you know Y-Files?
No.
So there's a YouTube called Y-Files. It's really good. He's really popular now, but he does these videos where he like breaks down like theory, like some are conspiracy theories, which are most of the ones that I watch, but he'll break them down to where it's like the conspiracy theory and then the truth, like what's more factual. So he kind of gives you, which I like, because they give you both sides of it, so you're not just like completely being like you know, them giving you just one side of the information where you're like, oh, this makes sense, you know. But he was talking about that one because he did a whole one about the time traveling people. And that was one of the ones he was talking about. And he said they found a picture of an old camera that came out at that time that had a similar shape and a color to the iPhone 6. Yeah.
See, this is how dumb I am. I believe that till right now. You blowing my mind. Oh, they had cameras like that.
Yeah.
Part of my brain was like, man, there's a time travel with an iPhone watching Mike Tyson. Now you just, all right, see, this is why I can't be doing it. Because up until this point, I'm like, all right.
There's not enough information. But that's the thing is, like, I believed it too. But, like, when you see the other side of, like, oh, wait, they did have a camera that kind of looks like that. Like, it's so fuzzy. You can't really, like.
You can't tell. But then you start,
tell.
but then you think deeper. I'm like, what if the guy making this video is a time traveler?
And he
doesn't want to be discovered.
Yeah.
Click X. Let me get out of here and watch porn.
Yeah. Let's hurry up before you start going down some PTSD. We don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life. Yeah, even I don't get how someone could get caught up in conspiracy theories and work a normal job.
Yeah.
That's the most stressful thing on earth. Imagine you learning about, like, what's a conspiracy theory? Like secret societies and all
Hitler's
this.
in Middle Earth.
Hitler's in Middle Earth. And you got to go right back to Publix, dog? You just bagging groceries thinking about this? I would lose my mind. What?
I do think about it for fun.
Yeah. It gets to a point where you're like, is this fun anymore?
Yeah.
Am I a lizard?
Yeah.
Am I gay? You start just dumb stuff. But
I've already gotten to the gay part, so maybe the lizard thing is next.
The lizard thing is, it goes gay, then lizard.
Yeah.
Lizard, if it's lizard gay, I don't know, man.
Dude, coffee's the gateway to being trans. Too many people going to Starbucks.
Yes. Then you find a conspiracy video. Starbucks is just a trans portal.
Dude, you could make one. You know what's a really good idea? To make, I guess people have already done it, but like exaggerative, like conspiracy theory videos, like The Onion. You know what The Onion is?
Yeah, I know The Onion. Oh,
but
that'd
make
be hilarious.
It like conspiracy theories, and it's just like completely out there. That would be fun. Maybe I'll have to get Garbo involved since he's good with skits. I'll be like, hey, let's do some skits for like a series.
See, if I had time, if I get to the point one day, which I will, when I get to the point one day where I'm only doing comedy and during the day I have nothing to do, I might be that guy. I'm just like, let me just make a YouTube channel and just I'm just going to put out the dumbest information I could think of under a different alias too. I'm just going to have so much
face.
fun. No face. Not even have a profile
Just wear a
pic.
morph suit with a tie.
A morph suit with a tie. I have a bag over my head or some shit. I'm going to have my profile pic's just going to be the first letter of my name. I'm not even going to change it.
You're
The
gonna
default
look
profile pic.
like a Syrian captured person.
Oh, I'm going to look like I'm from Hezbollah or some shit. Like just look weird. All my videos going to be narrated through AI. It's not going to be my voice. Yeah, I'm like, did you know Hitler was black? It's just dumb shit. It's just filled with just AI generated pictures of him in Africa, just like in a hut somewhere.
And did you know he actually was killing all the black people, and that's why there's none left there?
It's like he was getting rid of black people.
That's crazy. Oh God, yeah.
Hitler's actually Sri Lankan. Like,
Dude, it's going to get to that point to where without you even trying, there's going to be so much misinformation that people are going to be like, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be the age.
Hitler will be black in 120 years.
He's going to be black.
Whether you like it or not.
I feel like they're working on it. They're trying to scrub. Through each generation, they're just scrubbing. They're like making them a little darker each time. Some point he's going to be black with an afro.
Christopher Columbus is going to be black.
They're going to make them all.
They're going to make all the major.
All the biggest scumbags in history. They're going to just turn them black over time. They're like, we found the real artifacts here.
Yeah. That's crazy.
No, that's not going to be fun.
That would be, yeah. Theo Von talks about, he's like, he thinks everyone's going to be tan in like 20 years or something. Do you think that'll happen?
It's looking like, I mean, look at the NBA. Yeah, look at the NBA, bro. Everybody
I don't even
used
watch
to,
basketball, and I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, everybody used to look like me. Now I watch it, and I'm just like, what in the light skin world is? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this?
It went from Shaq and Michael Jordan to Bryson Tiller.
And everyone looks like Drake and Bryson. It's like, what happened here, ball? I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I used to watch basketball.
It's more color in the WNBA now.
Yeah.
My racism is making me watch the WNBA now. It's too light skinned with the men's. I gotta watch some dark women now.
Too many bitches in the NBA.
There's more bitches over there, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Watch light skin watch this podcast and jump my ass. Watch.
No, you're good.
No, it's fine.
They don't care about me.
That'd be crazy. You had a light skin demographic. Oh yeah.
They're always commenting on my post to wear more makeup.
It's all light skinned dudes. Put that makeup on.
They're like, we need you to look light skinned. I'm like, that's
You
called
could be one of us if you
blackface.
want. Light skin face.
Yeah. Oh God.
Drake face.
Yeah. You ever, when you're on stage for like a long time, like, so what's the longest that you've done to this day? Like on stage?
45.
45. Do you like ever start dripping out of every orifice of your body?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you control it?
There's nothing you can do. You're gonna be like, yo, you
I'm
can wipe
starting
your.
to think I'm gonna be the first
Yeah.
white woman on stage with a towel.
You're gonna be a. You gotta have the black comic towel.
I'm gonna have to.
I can see you.
I
Yeah.
sweat so much.
You're gonna be the first white woman comic with a towel.
Yes.
That'll be crazy.
My eyes will, what they're doing now, like my eyes will start dripping, my nose, my mouth, my hands, my whole fucking body. It's horrible.
That would be hilarious. You'd be like, can I get an amen? It's just you. Like, is that a white lady doing that? I mean,
know.
I had
get
that
a towel
recently.
with my logo on it. Sell it as
Alex and
merch.
Friends towel. Honestly, I think where is it? I had this recently. I did a show at this bar near Grumpy's in Orlando called Will's Pub, right? Mm-hmm. Preston hit me up like that day because he was supposed to do it. No, Ross Pageant was supposed to do it. He's a Florida headliner, if nobody knows. He's a Florida headliner, funny as hell. Yeah, he was supposed to do it, but he dropped out. And then it was supposed to be like a show with bands. Mm-hmm. So they needed a comic in between bands, right? Doing like 20, 25 minutes. And then I guess Preston knew one of the guys in the band. So Preston hit me up. He's like, hey, you want to do this spot? It was like a day or two after Christmas. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Like $100 feature spot. Hell yeah, I'll do it because Ross dropped out. And then I get there and it's like packed, but it's music playing. And so I'm just there like, oh, fuck. They're here for music. But I'm like, I don't care. I'll do it. So I went up and I'm doing fine. I'm doing like my act, And then about 15 minutes in, I don't sweat really on stage, but this I'm like, yo, I could like feel it in my eye. My eye starts burning, but I'm like still in my act, like, hey man, these white bitches crazy. And I was just like, my eye is burning, bro. And I could feel like the grease from my braids dripping.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, oh gosh. And I'm like kind of low key looking for the light because at this point, I don't think I can see. It's just getting in my eye. Yeah, I was like, I can't see shit, but I'm just like getting through it. But that was the only time I really sweated profusely, and I was doing okay. Like even when I bomb, I don't think I've sweat like that.
Yeah.
I know you got sweaty hands.
No, I'm also like, it's not just my hands. Like it's I sweat so bad. It's
Are
like,
you just one of those people? You just sweaty?
it's gross. Yeah. I'm surprised I got married. I don't know how it happened, but it's bad. And I think I need to start popping it. Like if I'm doing a show, like more than, because I'm starting to get to that point to where I'm trying to do shows where 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm increasing my time on stage just so I can I don't have, my jokes aren't there yet, but I'm trying to increase my time on stage and trying to get the jokes there so I can, you know what I mean? But I'm like noticing that the physical aspect is coming in now. It's not just like the jokes. I'm like, oh shit, like I got other shit going on. I'm like, now I gotta pop 3 Claritin just before I go on stage so my nose doesn't get stuffed up from my fucking allergies. Like, what the fuck?
I can see you doing an ice bath right before you go on stage.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like doing the weirdest shit.
No,
Towel, ice bath, and drugs, Claritin.
How much time you got now?
Technically, I only have like a few minutes, but
because when I saw you at the Dunes,
I did 15 at the Dunes.
you did 15.
I feel comfortable doing 15 on stage. I feel comfortable being on stage for 15
Which was a good set,
minutes
by
now.
the way. But
Thank you.
That was fun. Yeah, the guy,
I appreciate
the
that.
comic after you had a hard time.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching you, and I was like, oh, wow, yeah, she got a lot better. Yeah.
Thanks. I've been feeling better too because I feel like I finally tapped into myself on stage. Like I'm being more who I am off stage, and I feel like it's working for me. I'm not saying that works for everybody, but that works. It's been working for me, and I think I just need to like keep honing that and making the jokes better, and it'll just keep getting better. But thank you, I appreciate that. But yeah, 15 minutes has been like my. I've reached into 18 minutes, and I'm like. No. Like sometimes with 10 I'll like if I'm nervous and I'm out like I just did Blue Jay And because it was my first time on that stage,
That's
it
a
was
good
like
room.
really, oh God, I had fun. Yeah. I had hard doing my 10 because I was trying to be tight and I was trying to make it like, I still riffed a little bit, but yeah, I still have so much. I just, I'm doing 15 because I want to, just to do it, just to get that time up there. But like, I don't like doing it because I know it's not my favorite. I'm like, some of these jokes, I'm like, they're not done. They're not like ready. They're not, but
Yeah, you gotta feel the
do
time.
it. I have to do it. I have to,
So you're like,
that's
I
what I'm
gotta
saying.
feel the time.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm taking like if people are offering like 15-minute gigs, I'm taking them now because I'm like, and I let them know the same deal. I'm like, listen, and like Matt knows, so I didn't have to tell him and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's it helps me because I'm like, yeah, I got to fill the time. So I'm just like riffing shit in there like Farmer fucking John.
Exactly. You throw stuff and then it ends up working. You're like, oh, okay, I can keep doing this.
But it feels good when I get new shit too, when I'm like
Yeah.
riffing because I'm like, oh shit, I could I could use this. You know?
100%. Yeah. I remember the first time I did a 10-minute set for an actual show. Homeboy put me on a show at a club. And I was looking at the lineup. And I was like, should I be on this lineup? There's some killers on this. I think they made a mistake. But no, I had a great set. And I was like, oh, snap, I could do 10 minutes because I was stressing. I was like, I got to do 10. And it went fine. And now looking back, now if someone asked me to do 10, it's like, all right. It's like, whatever. Yeah, no problem. But that's the fun part. Those moments where you're like, can I do this?
Yeah.
And then you do it. You're like, oh, snap. All right, that wasn't bad. And you just keep doing it to the point where it's like, all right.
No, it's true because with like the drag show yesterday, I was like really into the character that I was portraying.
Yeah, I saw the character too. Yeah. I think I saw. Yeah, I think I saw it in your story.
Yeah, and
That was you in the tank top.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was really playing the character, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna do any of my written jokes tonight. I'm like, I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna be this guy.
That's
but
cool.
I think like doing that, the like pushing myself to do time, and like also like at open mics, I don't use notes anymore. I try to do nothing but new stuff, and then just riff at open mics because it's like now, like you're saying, like the 10 minutes for me, it's like now like the 5 minutes is like I know I can get on stage and do 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If it's not a big ass room on a very prominent stage, because that's very different, obviously. But like for a local show, like I could pop out, do 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm still, but that's the fun is like you're saying is like, I can't wait till it gets to like, oh yeah, I can do 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I can do 10 minutes. Yeah.
Or like, oh yeah, I can do 5 minutes in front of 250 people or something like that. Like that would be cool,
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to. That's why I can't wait to like get better in comedy because I'm like, I know it's going to take forever, so I'm just like trying to enjoy it while I can. I don't want it to be something I hate ever because
you don't want to get to that point. Yeah, even at this point now, I'm just like. Like I'm enjoying it. I do enjoy it a lot. But then I see other comics that's been doing it like longer than I have, and I could see like they're just kind of like, oh, wait till you get to my age, man. It's not gonna feel the same. They try to put that on me, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna feel like that.
Yeah.
But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, am I gonna be that guy where I'm like, it just doesn't do it for me like that? I'm just doing it because it's like some weird like habit that I gotta do, or because it's just fun to me. I don't think I'm gonna let myself get to that point.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna let myself get to that point. But I'm just enjoying where I'm at now, and meeting all. We meet some cool ass people all the time doing this.
Yeah.
What's more fun than that?
Yeah. No, it's great. I don't think because I've heard that too. Oh, wait till you get to 10 years. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? And I hear it all, like, especially when I went to Atlanta, because there's a lot of veterans out there, like, that have been out there for a long time, hustling, grinding, traveling. There's people out from New Orleans. Like, I met a lot of people when I was out there. I even here, like Orlando and shit. Like, I get that. But, I don't see that me ever being like, like I'm done. I have those days where I'm like exhausted, but that's different. Not like when you think about like comedy, it's just like, it's never once made me like hate it. Like I've never hated comedy or never disliked comedy.
Nah, never. Even after a bomb, I
Yeah.
wasn't like, should I just not do this anymore? I never thought that after a bomb. I was just kind of like, all right, that went terrible. All right, I got to get back to it.
Yeah. Do you ever? I do get the there's a term for it where you question if you're good enough or like if you're like
Oh, of course, yeah.
well, yeah, like if you like like because I think about that sometimes. Like after a bomb, I'll only let it sit for like a few minutes. Then I'm like, all right, we're back on to the next thing. Where I'm like, can I actually be a famous comedian? Is that possible? And then I'm like, just don't worry about it. Just fucking keep grinding. Like don't worry about it. Yeah,
just keep grinding. And that's what I think. I'm just like, just be a workhorse. I just tell myself that, just be a workhorse, man. Like I'll sit in the house and I'm like, man, I'm tired. I just got off work. I got to drive because I don't stay in a comedy scene, so I got to like constantly drive 50 minutes here, 90 minutes here, and I'm just like, I'm tired, man. But then I'm like, fuck that. Keep moving. Be a workhorse and just go and just get these jokes out. Don't waste time and then just have fun with it. Because there was a point in time where I wasn't doing anything and I was just miserable. So now I'm like, all right, I found something. I'm going to try to give it as much energy as I can while I can. Because who knows? Something could happen. Something happened and you're like, damn, something happened in my life where now I got to focus on this and I can't do this no more. God forbid. So while I can now, I'm just going to be like, I don't care how tired I am. I'm just going to go. Just
good.
Go.
Good. I'm going to go too.
And there's times where I shouldn't have gone. I'd be on stage like, I'm like, I shouldn't have been up there tonight. I should have stayed in and ate a chicken wing or something. I was up there tired as hell. But I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. How often do you get up?
I try to get up at least 7 times a week.
Yeah.
At least 7 times a week. The magic number, I think, to me is like 7-11. 7 between, like, I read that somewhere. Like, you should be getting up 7 to 11 times a week. I read that when I first started. Okay. So I'm like, I try to aim for those numbers.
Yeah.
But if I do 7 a week at least, I'm satisfied. Any less than that, I'm like, How about you?
I've been doing 5 for the past year minimum. When I do less than 5, which I have, I feel I
you got your
like
number
it.
5. That's
yeah.
good. Yeah.
But now with Villain doing 5 nights a week, that number gonna have to go up.
Yeah.
Which I have my standard is I make sure I'm home 2 nights a week.
Okay.
Because obviously I have a husband and a house, and I need to be home.
You have an actual life.
Yeah, I can't.
Actual life, yeah.
Yeah, but I love my husband. It's not just that I have so I want to be home with him a couple nights a week. But I feel like that's a good balance. Like 5 nights a week, I go out. Balance. So I'm like, shit, if I could do 5 nights a week, and I want to try to hit 10 every single week. I think 7's a good minimum. Yeah. Just to like make sure I'm not mad at myself, because there will be times where I can't. Like when I went out of the country for 8 days, I did comedy while I was there because I was like, 8 days without comedy is insane to me.
It's too much.
I will freak out.
Yeah,
I can't go more than. Set day 2. I'm like, I gotta get on stage. I gotta go do, because like. That's where I get my social stuff out. I don't really I don't talk to nobody, and I don't like really talking to people.
Yeah, I feel you. Even like I have roommates and I have an actual job, but I don't really socialize. With my coworkers like that.
I only like socializing with people that like, because we all understand each other.
Yeah. When I come out to comedy, that's where I'm like, I come out like I start talking, but the rest of the day, I'm just like. I don't feel like talking until I'm around, like in the context of comedy, I'll start talking. Yeah. Yeah.
Me and my husband went to a car event one weekend. It was a Friday or something like that. Or Saturday. I don't even remember. It doesn't matter. But I realized after that day, because like I wasn't talking, like I was just like keeping to myself type thing. And like, people thought there was something wrong with, that people think there's something wrong with you.
Why do people think that? Oh my gosh.
My husband knows me, so he just, he leaves me alone. But like other people, they're like, oh, are you okay? I'm like, I'm good. I'm just like, but I noticed that like when I do comedy and like get on stage so frequently, like all of my social energy it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really like talk to nobody except my husband when I get home. So it's like when I'm out in public, it's like I'm drained the fuck out. Like I don't really want to talk to nobody. So
yeah,
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like, and some people take that stuff personally.
Personally, yeah.
Like, did you grow up with siblings?
Just one brother.
You had one brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up the only child.
Mm-hmm. So
when I'm around people that grew up in a household where there was like a family there and there's constantly someone to talk to, someone to interact with, I feel like I give people, like, you know what this is. It's like you make people nervous almost,
Mm-hmm.
where you're just sitting there to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
People will be like, oh, what's up with that guy? Why aren't you talking? Are you okay? Like,
yeah.
I'm fine, dog. I'm just sitting here. I'm just enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
I can't enjoy it. I'm watching them. I'll be watching the movie and just like a normal person. And they're like, are you okay? Like, I'm enjoying the movie.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk all the time to make you feel comfortable. But some people they're just raised like that. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with them or there's something wrong with us. It's just how we are.
Yeah.
And then once we come out to a comedy-like environment, then we show out.
Yeah.
Then we get home and we're like, all right, let me just decompress.
Mm. No, I think it's good for us to understand how we are too.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like, especially when you're younger and you don't understand who you are, you start to question who you are because of what other people think about you. Like, are you? And you're like, wait, am I just like a depressed piece of shit that everyone thinks is a bitch? Like, is this what's going on? Because I'm not. I'm good.
No, you're fine.
No, so yeah, I get that for real. Yeah, I mean, we got some good timing. So if you want to talk about shows coming up. Your
shows
Instagram.
coming up. Instagram at Cee Dillard, CEE Dillard _. I'll be at Comedy Dark Orlando Thursday, this upcoming Thursday. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. And thank you for having me, by the way. This is a phenomenal setup.
Of course. Thanks.
And I remember the first time you got on stage at Beachside. Since then, you have done wonders. Oh, my God.
Oh, thanks.
Not for yourself and for Melbourne, too. Congratulations.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And doing the Kill Tony thing.
Oh, dude, that's a huge compliment coming from you. I appreciate it.
I like to give people their props.
Well, I'm gonna give you your props, even though it don't mean shit coming from me. But every time I watch you, but the first time I saw you, I'm pretty sure it was at Beachside Retro, and you carry a confidence and just your perspective of talking about shit is fucking hilarious. Like everything you talk about to me, I like yours. I think you're funny.
Thank you.
I know everyone has their own type of comedy that they like, but like your type of comedy that you do is like shit that like I'm a fan. Like I watch comedy like that, and I think you're really funny. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I look up to you as a comedian. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Thanks for coming out.
Appreciate the work ethic.
Appreciate it.
This was fun.
Keep doing it. I'm gonna get you out of Villain quite frequently, hopefully, if you're free.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll be there soon.
Yeah,
real soon.
All right, cool. Yeah.
That shit keep working that back, and I'm about to throw the shit like a forward.